Yeah, I felt like important match, important points. I found some good solutions, but was very tough match. Match I was looking forward to. Very high quality players. I'm very happy to get the win today.
Yannick, a lot of people have compared the way Joao plays to you. Do you see that? Did it feel sometimes that you were kind of playing a version of yourself?
I mean, from my point of view, everyone is different. He definitely has similar qualities to what I have and what I have evolved in the last years. But in the same time, I do see some different things. Things he's doing slightly better at times. Things what I do better at times. So I do believe every player is different. And he's going through his way of how approaching this sport, and I have mine. So, but he's in very good hands. He has a great team around him and very hard-working kids. So, it was a really good matchup.
What happened when you were serving for the match in the second set, and what did you think was the difference in the match today?
It can happen. I didn't find the right maybe first couple of points I didn't serve very well. Then on lap 30 he made a couple of really good points. So it can happen. It's just important how to come back. In both tiebreaks I tried to go for it. Trying to be aggressive, which I felt like today was maybe the difference. But it's tough to play against him. Served very well throughout the whole match. Maybe dropped a bit in the end of the second, but I felt like the important moments went today my way, which these matches can decide.
Yannick, what do you think is the best quality of João?
Well, I think he's fearless. He likes to go for shots. He's very aggressive and has a great mentality. I feel like he's, as I said, in really good hands with his team. They are having a very positive approach, of tennis, which this is very important for especially young players. He seems like, I don't know him very well, off the court, but he seems like a very humble kid, humble player. So, for sure, he's gonna be very tough to beat. He's already very tough to beat, but even in the future even more. So, it's good. It's good for the sport. It's definitely good for the sport having him, having Lerner also. Very consistent, incredible player. So, it's good.
Yeah, you kind of touched it there, but just like, how far do you think he can go?
I cannot predict the future. I don't know. I do believe he is very high quality player. We all saw this. Now I finally played against him, and I'm very sure he's gonna do some great things in the future. But there's a lot of work, as I put in, as we all put in. Things can change, but he has everything what's needed to be an incredible player, which he is already, but even more. So I wish him only the best.
Okay.
Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner do not agree on the controversy surrounding the tennis world. In recent weeks there has been a lot of talk about the time tennis players have to serve after the Spaniard from Murcia was involved in a striking moment in Doha. In the first set of the quarterfinals of the ATP 500 in Doha that faced Carlos Alcaraz and Karen Khachanov on February 19, a moment that was practically unprecedented in the Murcian's career took place. With the score at 4-4 and shortly after saving a break point, the world number one received a warning for delaying when serving. Carlitos went straight to argue with the chair umpire, the Croatian Maria Sakake, explaining that he went to celebrate his point with the crowd and did not have time to go for the towel within the 25 seconds stipulated in the regulations. Later in the press conference, he criticized that inflexibility. Let's say there are several chair umpires, The problem is with one or two, the same ones who have been a problem in many matches. There are others who are flexible about this. I would say that if they understand tennis, they know how to handle it. Those who are very strict and have no greater leniency are the ones who understand nothing about this sport, added the world number one in very harsh statements. During Indian Wells, Jannik Sinner was asked about his opinion on the matter, and the Italian, far from being as blunt as his main rival, responded differently. After long rallies, or depending on where you finish the point, sometimes you simply have to hurry. But it's the rule. It's the same for everyone, he explained. Right now there are situations where you go a couple of seconds over the shot clock, which is normal sometimes, but yes, you try to stay within the 25 seconds, he added in statements published by Uba Tennis. I have my rhythm or my routine before serving, but sometimes I don't follow it because I would go over. Unfortunately, that's how it is, he concluded. Sinner admits he is trying to copy Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 2, just as he used to do with the Big Three, tries to adopt the best aspects of the Merchant's game. After defeating Denis Shapovalov in the third round of Indian Wells, Jannik Sinner spoke on Tennis Channel about how his game is evolving. Specifically, the player from San Candido stated that he is trying to copy the best aspects of Carlos Alcaraz's game, just as he used to do with Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and still with Novak Djokovic. When I had the opportunity to practice with the Big Three, I always tried to take small details from each of them. And I do the same now. If I see that something Carlos is doing is great, why shouldn't I try it? The same with Novak and everyone else, explained the Italian. I've seen Zverev playing much more aggressively, for example. Everyone tries to improve, and if you stagnate, everyone else rises. You have to be honest with yourself, and I want to finish my career saying that I maximized my potential, he added. Alcaraz, I get tired of feeling like I'm playing against Federer in every round. The player from Murcia spoke about what it means to always face an opponent who plays at an incredibly high level. Alcaraz opened up in a press conference about how his match against Rinderknecht went. He was playing his best tennis, I would say, in the first set and at the beginning of the second. For me, it was really difficult. I got myself into trouble, to be honest, but I'm very happy with how I handled everything that was happening. I accepted it, moved forward, stayed mentally strong, and then tried to do something different. I think I simply started playing more solidly, waiting for my opportunities. The Merchant player is aware that he is the man to beat for everyone standing on the other side of the net. Sometimes I get tired of feeling like I'm playing against Roger Federer in every round. Sometimes it feels like everyone plays at an incredibly high level. I don't know if it's just my feeling, but I feel like it always happens against me. If they played at that level in every match, they should be much higher in the rankings. It's something that worries me and that I think about when I'm playing. Alcaraz emphasized this point. It feels like I have a target on my back, and I think they feel that if they don't play at that level they can't beat me, or at least that's what I imagine they might think. I have to try not to let the opponent be aggressive or play their style and instead try to impose my style. In his analysis of the match, Carlitos spoke about how he felt after the first set. I was a bit angry with myself because I had several break points, even a set point, and I couldn't take them. I felt like I had let big opportunities slip away, and sometimes it's hard to accept that. But at the start of the second set he played at a very high level in the game where he broke my serve. So I accepted it, tried to stay mentally strong and keep fighting. I knew I would have more opportunities, and if I wasn't there mentally, I wouldn't be able to take them. The 7-time Grand Slam winner initially downplayed the ankle twist he suffered in the second set when asked about it on court. I'd say it's fine. I'll check it now with my physio and see how it is. But I was able to run well, so hopefully tomorrow it will be as if nothing happened. Alcaraz also had time to comment on an award received by his brother, the Hottie Coach Bracket, an award that comes from a popular vote to find the most attractive member of a tennis player's coaching team. I knew he had won it. I think he was more nervous than I was during the tournament. It's very funny that many players follow it closely and celebrated that my brother won the award for the most handsome coach of the year. The name João Fonseca has been in the spotlight for a long time. Perhaps too long for such a young player, who was labeled as the future of tennis and the player expected to battle with Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner for the biggest tournaments. Without yet having the necessary level, the Brazilian felt that pressure and did not develop in the way people expected in 2025. However, at Indian Wells he is showing a renewed version of himself and has won 2 very difficult matches. First, he defeated Karen Khachanov, a very tough obstacle on hard courts, and then he comfortably beat the American Tommy Paul. He has certainly not had an easy path before standing in front of Jannik Sinner. I've always been a calm and quiet guy. I try to behave with everyone in the best possible way. I need to get used to all this attention because it corresponds to where I want to be, winning Grand Slam titles, competing for the world #1 spot and being top 5 in the rankings, admitted the Brazilian, who has been working for some time on the mental side of the game. Despite having been part of the tennis elite for more than a year, it is curious that Fonseca has never faced either Alcaraz or Sinner in an official match. That is where it will really be seen what he is capable of and whether he rises in big moments. The only thing remembered is an exhibition match with Charlie, in which the Spaniard won in 3 sets. Realistically, no real conclusions can be drawn from that. I love the support from people, signing autographs and taking pictures with kids. I try to act naturally and stay positive. Regarding expectations, I neither like nor dislike them. I simply try to do what corresponds to me. People say I can be a great tennis player and compete with Alcaraz and Sinner. I take it as something positive, I see it as a privilege, not as pressure, he acknowledged. I need to believe that I have the necessary level to do it. In fact, I do believe it, I think I can achieve it. I just need time, mental and physical work, and technical improvements in my tennis. There is still a lot to improve, but I'm on the right path. Beating Khachanov and Paul is important for me. The Brazilian currently sits at number 35 in the rankings at the age of 19.